It's the most controversial, most exciting time of the year again. We're getting ready for WrestleMania 42 and our predictions. And it's also that very special time because it's our two-year anniversary, baby, for Ringside Renaissance. And we are, as seen on Netflix, Busted Open Approved, the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. And we're ready for WrestleMania.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Jesse, ring the bell.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
And we're back for another episode of Ringside Renaissance for a very special 2-year anniversary, as we said. And this is our WrestleMania predictions for WrestleMania 42, baby. Finally, Ringside Renaissance has come back. And we are, as seen on Netflix, Busted Open Approved, the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. And I'm here with the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world, very deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew Kombat Jones. Yeah, click, clack. It's that time. We've been waiting all year. Everybody's been talking about it. So much controversy, so much going on in the IWC. I just don't know where to start or where to begin. The haters are out. The people are unhappy. I'm happy. We're excited. I don't give a damn because we are the best wrestling podcast in the world, to say the least. And
very least.
Yeah. And we aren't being held back by the gatekeepers of the IWC and everybody else affiliated, but we are going to get that WWE money. And we don't even give a damn about it all, baby. Yeah. But so much going into WrestleMania.
Yeah. You know, they say all the time, it's not the destination, it's the journey. And we were on such a journey, and now we're at the destination. WrestleMania 42 right around the corner this weekend as of this recording, April 18th and 19th from Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're going to get to our WrestleMania predictions. What you guys need to get to is the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Make sure that you follow along. And Night 1 WrestleMania pre-show, live, Ringside Renaissance will be there.
That's right. Live, 4 p.m. EST, Saturday night. Getting you ready for everything WrestleMania and everything that happened after SmackDown leading into it. We can talk about a little about Raw, and we're going to have some people on getting the controversial issues, things going on within the wrestling world, and all types of hot takes. And we're anxious to see who's out there and who wants to come talk to very deadly Jesse and Kombat Jones and get on the live stream and see if we can shake things up like last year. But like you said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, baby. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, what are your predictions for WrestleMania? What is the match you're most looking forward to? What is the match you're least looking forward to? That's really exciting. And who are some WrestleMania snubs this year, man? I've been seeing that a lot in the IWC the last few days. A lot of wrestlers that just didn't make the cut for WrestleMania. What is the final verdict of the WrestleMania snubs? I know Carmelo Hayes was a big one. Tiffany Stratton was another one. Julia was another one. The MFTs got snubbed off WrestleMania. The Wyatt Sucks. People were upset about that. All 5 fans of them. But we want to know, what's your worst snub for WrestleMania?
Right. And there's so much to talk about because there is so much that has happened on SmackDown. That was in San Jose. And Monday Night Raw, which was in Sacramento, California, and so much controversy, conspiracy, and so much bullshit put out there by the IWC. Everybody across the board, I guess. People aren't happy. They are happy. But regardless, people are talking. And that's exactly what WWE wants. And Pat McAfee is definitely at the point of that spear of getting it from everywhere. And I've been excited for WrestleMania, and I was gonna say I hated it all, kind of hate the idea of it all, but I'm not gonna backtrack on what I said because I'm still excited. I still like the match card, even though it doesn't make a little bit of sense, even though WWE or TKO is obviously playing games and throwing shit in there. It is what it is because I'm still enjoying it and I'm looking forward to it. Seems like a lot of people aren't at this point, and everybody just wants to bash it and talk trash. But I'm not going to backtrack and do that just because it's a cool thing to do now. Pat McAfee will get kicked in the balls sooner or later, and he'll get what's coming to him. And I don't blame Triple H for one because he's not ahead of TKO. It just is what it is. So I'm not going to totally blame Triple H. I'm not going to totally blame Pat McAfee. I may feel a little sorry for him in the end because, he's been such a great part of WWE before this whole angle, and he was inserted in by Ari Emanuel and TKO, right? So, and he's been part of the WWE universe and done so well and has been so well received by the WWE universe and welcomed. So I feel a little bad for him now. He was kind of put in a bad position. So we will see. Even John Cena says, figure it out for yourself. I'll be there to host, but don't you dare ask me to interject in any type of way because you will not see me. Yeah. I think Danhausen's the only one that wants to see him. And I can't wait for that to happen. John Cena will be up sailing the blimp with Danhausen.
You think so?
You won't see any of them. They'll just be in a blimp and they'll be like, "Oh, you can't see us." Yeah.
I liked how they were going to put Danhausen on the sphere. That was like kind of like the rumor that I had heard. They were going to put Danhausen's face on it, and I say go for it because about 90% of people in Vegas will have no clue who Danhausen is, and I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. But
they said it would be too expensive, so I fully expect him to CGI his face somehow or Photoshop his face on the spear, which would be the perfect thing for Danhausen. And he has continued to be on every show so far since his debut up until not at all. He's been on every show there is.
Yeah, I think he's been on every single one. I mean, it's been a backstage segment, but I mean, it's continuous. He's been on more shows than Roman Reigns has, so I guess CM Punk's got an argument there.
He's even been mentioned. His garments have been made in the dark places of the Adirondack Mountains. It was even mentioned on SmackDown. Yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah. Interesting. Now, what a coincidence.
It's almost like he lives right near us or something, It's
almost like he knows where the hangars are in the mountain of Papoose Lake and S4, and we have the coordinates.
That's right.
Shout out to Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar. Yeah, Bob Lazar and Luigi. You know who you are, Luigi, and not the one that
Montreal.
Not the one that shot the insurance guy. Shout out to him too.
Super Mario. Yeah, shout out to Luigi. Shout out to all of them.
Shout out to all the Luigis. And if your name is Luigi and you're watching this, hit like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
So WrestleMania Saturday, man, I think that the card for Sunday is a lot more stacked as far as my personal preference for matches I really want to watch. Okay. Saturday's pretty good. It has the star power, it has the intrigue, but I think Sunday's really where it's going to hit home, and it's going to have that real intense WrestleMania feel, especially after Monday Night Raw. We had that little face-to-face with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. We'll get to that, but man, Saturday's card, I mean, I don't even know where you want to start with this. I'm just going to start. I believe they said that the first hour is going to be free on ESPN.
Both nights.
Both nights. Okay.
Both nights. Yep.
Oh, okay. So, and look at this. My little thing tells me that the two matches that are going to be free on ESPN2, the first one is one of these celebrity darlings, one of the big crushes, one of the IWC's melting points. We have the Usos and L.A. Knight, versus the Vision, and apparently a new member of the Vision who we had a little vignette of him training, IShowSpeed. And I don't like I don't really like this. I mean, obviously, I think this spot was for Bronson Reed. So you go from having like a spot like Bronson Reed to IShowSpeed. It's kind of a cliff to fall off from. But for what they
Right.
did with it, I mean, LA Knight's on the card. I'm a big LA Knight fan. I hate how he keeps falling down the card, but he's part of WrestleMania. And we just got done talking about a bunch of snubs in WrestleMania, and he actually made it. So I can't really knock that. But can we get an Uso turn here? Can we get an LA Knight turn here? Can we get who's going to take the pin? What do you say,
Interesting.
Combat Jones?
Interesting. Well, you can't forget Logan Paul is in it, and he just released his UFO footage from Area 51, and it's pretty damning evidence that lines up with Bob Lazar's story. Oh,
Bye,
but we
boys.
are talking about WrestleMania.
Yes, we sure
The
are.
Vision. And IShowSpeed has shown lots of progress. He's been all around the world on the streams, killing it all. Yeah, baby. He been doing his thing. And I'm going to predict the Vision to come out on top of this one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you think that there's been a lot
Just
of different...
by the way, I'm making all my predictions right off the top of my head right now.
Off the dome? Okay.
I prepared none of these.
No, me neither.
Yes.
Me neither.
Yes.
This is like the battle rap of wrestling podcast right here. So we're going to do it. Now, do you think that the Vision is going to win clean? Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of shenanigans going on. Do you think that there's going to be returning maybe Braun Breaker, maybe Bronson Reed? Is that going to come in a later match? Or do you just think it's just going to be the 6 men here?
Ooh, that's possible. I think it's just going to be the 6 men. It's interesting with what happened with Solo Sikoa and everything, that possibly that the remnants of that bloodline of the MFTs may somehow come into what happened, because they showed up on Monday Night Raw again, of course, and they had that match, and then it's been kind of a thing on SmackDown with them, of course. That's their show, so who knows? That could be some type of interference, but I expect the Brass Knuckles to come out. Damn, maybe IShowSpeed will get the pin.
Ooh, that'd be exciting, huh? On LA Knight, or Jimmy Uso. I think that,
or he's gonna take the pin.
one of the two. It can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
Just like us, we go both ways, but this match won't. I don't know, man. I'm really back and forth on this. I've been waffling a lot on this one. I really thought that maybe this was going to be the return of Braun Breaker to kind of strengthen the Vision after they kind of fell off the cliff from injuries and whatnot. But I think that's being saved for a later match. And not a spoiler alert, everybody knows where I'm going with that one. But that being said, I think that the Usos, LA Knight, the Bloodline, they've kind of been imploding. There's just been this kettle pot ready to explode. The Vision needs a big win here. I'm going to say, a warm-up match on ESPN to get people ready for the main card. I could see the Usos and LA Knight winning, but...
Yeah, you're putting the celebrities on the map, too, and then you're out on ESPN. You got Logan Paul, IShowSpeed out there. It's the perfect time to have them on. Perfect first match on ESPN to promote everything, what everybody hates, the celebrities and WrestleMania and the stories. They just can't stand it. But...
All right. You've convinced me. LA Knight and the Usos are winning this match.
Okay.
At WrestleMania. I am going with LA Knight and the Usos here. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Yeet. Okay. I ain't mad at that. I can see that happen.
The second match on ESPN2 in the pre-show, and it's going to be an unsanctioned match, so I don't even know why this is on WrestleMania at this point if it's not a sanctioned match, but we have Drew McIntyre versus Fatu.
Oh?
Wolfpack, baby. Wolfpack. I think I've mentioned this before leading up to this, the whole thing, the unsanctioned match. Last week on SmackDown, we had Jacob Fatu hanging by damn handcuffs. I really thought Drew McIntyre was going to bring out the dog food and pour it all over him like Roman Reigns. I was really expecting it to happen.
Right.
But it did not happen that way. It did not come to be. But the rumors have been on for the IWC the past few weeks. I think they are true. I've been looking it up. Drew McIntyre is going to be leaving to be doing a movie after WrestleMania. Highlander, supposedly, there can only be one. So I think this is a great time for Jacob Fatu to get a big, strong win. Maybe right off Drew McIntyre. Oh, no, the goads are going to get sliced. But regardless, either way, I'm going to go with the Samoan werewolf here, Jacob Fatu. Well, the Samoa. I mean, it's close enough.
Technically, he is the American werewolf.
That's right.
In Las
Samoa.
Vegas. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jacob Fatu at this point, too. Fatu! Yada da mean? Because, this is his receipt and his get back against Drew McIntyre and all the times he's had Drew interfere, even going back to interfering against Jacob and Cody and all that. And I think it's time for Jacob to get the win so he can kind of move ahead and figure out what he's going next in the storyline with him. And like you said, if all that's true about the movie, well, then Drew will take some time off, and that's one way of a match of doing it, to take somebody off the roster for a little while. So Jacob Fatu is going to have his WrestleMania moment and completely bloody up Drew again or something. Yeah.
I think it's going to be an intense match. Like, Drew McIntyre puts physical matches on. I think Jacob Fatu isn't afraid of doing that style of match. And if this whole concept of having the first hour on ESPN to try to draw more viewers to get the pay-per-view, I think there's no better match besides like the championship matches. Like, this is the match that's really going to, one and the one on night 2 are really going to be drawing the fans in. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So Jacob Fatu is going to get a big win at WrestleMania. Good for him. Shout out him. You guys can thank us later for telling you that one. The main card starts, I believe, 7 o'clock, I believe, is when this is really going to get underway. And then we're going to have the 4-match special for WrestleMania on the actual PLE, paying $30 a month for 4 matches. But we have the Women's Tag Team Championship in a 4-way fatal 4-team Women's Tag Team Championship match. And I want to know your thoughts on this. We have the Bella Twins, Lyra and Bailey. We have Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. And then we have the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, defending their titles. I guess it's one fall to a finish. I would have liked this to be an elimination match, honestly, but
that'd be interesting. Yeah. I think the Bellas are going to pull it off. The Bella Army is going to be out in full force at WrestleMania, as they always are at the big events. Always the Bellas have that movement behind them, and the Army has never went away. And they're back, and they will have their last big WrestleMania moment of all time. And the Bellas will win the Women's World Tag Team Championships.
Okay, I heard that Brie has an ankle injury or something, right? Or something. I heard she's rehabbing an ankle or something. I don't know if that's like a serious thing or not. I'm not exactly sure.
Kicking the shit out of something, whoever on Friday night. So
yeah, probably that's what hurt her ankle. I don't know, but
they are clones, so I can't tell that it's
they're clowns. Yeah. I'd like to be the new Bella clone.
Yeah.
I think a lot's going to happen here. That makes the most sense to me. I think there's going to be an implosion of both Alexa and Charlotte and Bailey and Lyra in this match. Both of those have been kind of seeming like they're going to be some turn here or there. What better way than have 2 turns in one match? Yeah. I don't see Lash and Nia retaining. So
I would take them as my second pick to win, though, honestly. The Irresistible Forces to retain the championships if the Bellas don't win.
I'm just going to think outside the box here and go against my gut feeling, and I'm going to have all my predictions wrong. And guess what? If I get them all wrong and I say out loud right now that I'm going to get them all wrong, that actually means I'm going to get them right. So, because I know I'm getting them wrong, so I would actually be getting them right. I think Bailey and Lyra are going to capture this just to rebound off from last year's WrestleMania of Bailey missing it and Lyra winning the tag title with Becky Lynch. I think that'd be a cool kind of rebound to have Bailey and Lyra win. They're my favorite team out of all of this, so let's go Bailey and Lyra.
I agree. That makes sense too. I like the outcome of that. They deserve it. They both put in the work. They're always there. putting on great matches, putting on singles matches, talking. It seems like Bayley and Lyra have brought the best out of each other with this whole friendship craziness they bring out of each other. So, yeah, it'd be cool if they got the titles, too. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, I would enjoy that. I mean, 2 years in a row, Lyra winning the tag titles at WrestleMania would be pretty cool. But anything, I mean, Nia and Lash Legend have been kind of cool. I actually like Nia in this group, and I've never really liked Nia. And but I'd pick her over Liv Morgan. But I think in this matchup, I'm going to say Bayley and Lyra will win the tag team titles. Let's see where the tag team division goes from there. But sounds good to me. Book it, Trips.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, man, another women's match, Women's Intercontinental Championship. We have AJ Lee in her first WrestleMania match in 11 years that defends her IC title against Becky Lynch. This has been what a hot and cold build this has been. I want the match to be good. I think the match is going to be good. I like the little face-to-face they had last week on Raw. Let's see what happens, but do you think AJ is going to walk out with the IC title, or is it Becky Lynch's time to shine yet again?
Well, it's been a long brewing feud since AJ's come back to step in front of CM Punk and take out Becky. So it's interesting because it seems like the most obvious thing would be what Becky Lynch says, that she's big time Bex and WrestleMania is her playground and her event, you know. It seems obvious that Becky's gonna win. So, but is it like almost too obvious that she's gonna win because AJ's won all the other ones already? And I'm trying to think, like, going ahead how they're gonna play this out. And it's almost like AJ needs to win and take that IC title so she can kind of get Becky off of her. And it seems with Seth back and being a babyface now, like, maybe Becky needs to kind of follow behind that too in some type of way, or I don't know, or get away from AJ Lee in some type of way. So I don't know where that leaves AJ Lee then, you know, losing or winning. I'm kind of torn between this one. I'm going to go with AJ Lee. Screw it. I don't give a damn.
Okay.
Seems obvious that Becky's gonna win, though. It's almost like she should, but I don't know, like, what the right decision is at this point, like where they're going, because Becky almost needs to go up near the women's championship, but also so does AJ Lee, possibly, maybe too. And then AJ Lee has so many other women like on the roster that clearly she needs to have matches with and have some type of stories with, and we don't know how long she's gonna also be there too. So should be interesting to see. So honestly, it probably is Becky, and she is gonna pull it out and find some way to finally cheat and get it to win, because if AJ does win again, it's almost going to be almost too repetitive, because she's won, you know, with by submission every time now with every match they've had, pretty much. So actually, maybe Becky.
This is my thing. I'm going to put a little asterisk in my prediction here, because if Jessica Carr is officiating this match, AJ Lee's winning the match.
That's true.
If any other referee is officiating this match, Becky Lynch is going to win. Okay. So if Saturday rolls around and they're coming out to the ring and Jessica Carr is standing in the ring, Becky Lynch is not your night. But any other referee, it will be.
As she should be, and she should be the ref too.
I agree.
It would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
And you know, I agree with what you said. That was my big speaking point, was that AJ has won every contest they've had by submission since her return. But like what you said about maybe Becky turning babyface here, man, a loss, you know, and then showing respect to AJ, that could really probably give her a babyface kind of look, and even a win and then showing respect to AJ. You know, that little bit of respect in the ring afterwards. Are we going to see it? Are we not? I'm not sure, but I'm going to play the odds because WrestleMania is in Vegas, and I don't think that it's going to be a fourth time's the charm for AJ Lee. I think that somehow or another, Becky Lynch is going to pull this one out and be the new women's IC champion, and AJ Lee is going to go on to bigger and better things. Maybe a feud with Liv Morgan afterwards.
Ooh, that would be amazing. Yes.
I
yes,
bet.
yes. I like it. I like it.
Here we go. Onwards, we have the Ring Unta versus a returning and fully medically cleared to compete Seth freaking Rollins. And I got to tell you this right now. I'm a Gunther guy. I think Gunther's going to win this match, but I've been saying it since 2 weeks ago. Seth Rollins is wearing men's clothes again. I'm not going to go against him in this match. I have to root for Seth Rollins, even though Gunther is going to win this match. I'm Team Seth Rollins right now. I like the button up. I like the tie. Keep it going, Seth. Don't let this loss affect your wardrobe. Please keep wearing men's clothes. But Seth Rollins is going to win. No, he's not. Gunther's going to win, but I'm picking Seth frickin' Rollins.
Yeah, and I've liked the little interactions they've had on Raw the past week leading up to what they're doing and Gunther's reasoning for it and making something out of nothing, essentially, because, the storyline probably wasn't supposed to happen, at least not at this point. It's just because of injuries and everything else, as we know. But, you can't turn down Gunther and Seth Rollins and, people bitching about it. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's going to be a great match. They're two of some of the greatest that we got right now. So
that's right.
You can't be mad that they're going to put it all out there. And honestly, I think if Braun Breaker is medically cleared and he can come back and get involved, this is where it's going to be. This is where it's going to be, and I'm going to pick Gunther to win that.
Yeah.
If Braun Breaker is not involved and it's just a straight up one-on-one singles match, Seth Rollins is going to get the win. So I'm going to go Seth Rollins here and just say that Braun Breaker still needs time away, and Seth Rollins is going to win and stomp Gunther's face in. And Seth kind of needs a win, I think, to a certain extent, because he's back now, and it's his first match back. So I think it will help, unless there's interference, which will make it not seem as bad if he does lose.
Now, it's funny you do say that because the rumors in the dirt sheets, and we can tell Combat Jones hasn't been reading the dirt sheets lately, is that Braun Breaker is medically cleared, but they're saving him till after WrestleMania. So I think this is because I was going to pick the Vision for the 6-man, but I think Braun Breaker is going to make his return here. I'm sticking with Seth Rollins. As the little man said, I already picked Seth Rollins, so I can't waffle on it. But Gunther is going to win this match with the help of Braun Breaker returning, but I am picking Seth Rollins.
He's got some fresh roids, and he's about to go in. And Seth going to take the loss in, but it is a regular match, so will the ref get bumped some way, or what will happen? There's so much going on with the Vision already and Paul Heyman and stuff, so, what about Bronson Reed? Is he still out?
No, I think he's still out. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But, also another thing is all these matches on the card, they could stand to have a DQ. Braun Breaker could come back and just dominate Seth Rollins. We'd get the best of both worlds there. I'd get the win with Seth Rollins, and Braun Breaker would still return. So,
and nobody really gets the win technically, and nobody really takes the loss. Too hard. Yeah.
Yeah, too hard. Yeah, shout out Andrade after the Darby Allin match,
Lord,
because he was rocked right up. Thanks for reminding me of that.
When you go up on them top rope and you take them pants off and you got them skimpy leans on, baby, you poking right out.
He is bricked up. I don't know what kind of brick that is, man. I mean, that's probably a brick in a dwarf's house, but man, oh man, that thing was on and popping.
A tombstone when Darby Allin does a coffin drop, baby.
Man, oh man.
Yeah. But shout out to Darby Allin for getting that win. Yeah.
And overcoming the 3-inch Punisher, because man, oh man, I don't know how that could have happened, man. If I was in a match with somebody and they pulled off their pants and they were bricked up like that, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. But sorry for the segue there, but you said hard.
Darby Allin does extreme things, so,
hey, it is what it is. I was young and needed the money too at one time. So
yeah.
This is going to be your WrestleMania moment. Both
just
nights.
Like you had a Basketball Diaries moment. In the bathroom stall.
I used to have a T-shirt that said, "I'm not gay, but $20 is $20."
Jerking off on top of a skyscraper ain't too bad either. Yeah. Yeet! Just make sure you yell yeet
Did a bird just shit
before
on
it
me?
hits the street. Yeah.
Okay. Like you yell 4 when you're golfing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeet!
Let's
This
make
will
that
be-
a thing.
This will be this will be Combat Jones' WrestleMania moment besides CM Punk and Roman Reigns. The Women's World Championship. The champion Stephanie Baker defends against Egghead herself, Liv Morgan. And can we just give a shout out to how bad her music video was?
No,
how
I
terrible
don't-
that
that's
song is.
I don't. That's
It
not
is
a
the
good segue.
biggest
That's
pile
not
of
a way
dog
to
shit
start
I have
that.
ever heard in my entire life. I cannot believe it.
Oh,
I will
you got bad taste.
happily go listen to any other song probably in the world minus
I don't know.
this.
At first, I was kind of like, "Oh man, she's very brave for putting this out there." But then after a while, listening to it about 100 times, watching the video 100 times, accidentally the mute was on, but I watched the video about 100 times, and
Dave,
yeah,
do you think that
trouble, baby, what a hit, what a banger she's got. She's clearly doing something. Liv Morgan is cinema. She is a superstar. She bring everything to the table you want. She's everything. She can talk on the mic. She can dance. She can sing. She can put together a top rated, looking like a Grammy nominated superstar out there in that music video. Trouble, getting that trouble tattoo. Like, she's always been a star, and WrestleMania is her time. And this is her time to shine. And what a performance she had on Monday Night Raw, screaming at the top of her lungs
my God,
with
that
her
was so
eyeballs bulging
So
out of her
bad.
head, putting on a great performance, like amazing. She should have been performing at Coachella also, instead of in the audience. Like, come on, like,
Do you think
she's
that
just so great? She's a superstar. I love Liv Morgan is one of the best. She would be my number 1 draft pick for
I
any
think
brand
that-
right now.
I think that that concussion that Stephanie Vaquera gave her, she wasn't in the right state of mind to record and release that music video because
That was
Man,
already
oh,
recorded
man.
before that. There was no egg on her forehead for that.
but it doesn't matter, man. There was some egg on her face afterwards because that song sucked. I can't believe I had
That's a
secondhand
good hook.
embarrassment.
It's got a good chorus. It's got a
does
good
not,
hook.
bro. Like, come on,
Okay.
can we just
Okay, but can we just talk about it real quick? Because everybody is talking shit. Take it with a grain of salt. It's not under her real name. It's not like she's really gonna become a recording artist. It's under
She's
Liv Morgan.
not.
It's a WWE thing. Like, it's just to piss Stephanie off. And let's be honest, it's probably just made to be her new theme song, and she's gonna perform it and come out and act like that, and that's gonna be her entrance, and that's what it is. She's just good at knowing how to piss people off. She gonna sing a certain way, laugh a certain way, because she know it sounds even more annoying and exaggerate it even more, and that's what makes you hate her even more, and that's what makes her even more amazing and great.
I think that you are right when you say she will never be a recording star, and it doesn't matter if it's under her name or Liv Morgan. That sucks.
Wow, yeah. Yeah.
But hey, you know what? All power to her. I hope she gets an awesome record deal. I hope she takes off and just leaves the wrestling world forever, and I never have to see her again. That would be so great.
No.
Thank you so much, Liv Morgan, for all your time. Good luck on your future endeavors. This promo that she gave that you were talking about,
Amazing.
I don't know if it's great, but I know that it kind of made her look like the babyface in all of this. And
I think it seemed real. Like these two women are really mad at each other and they really hate each other. And she just stepped it up to another level. She already called Stephanie Vaquera's mom trash. Now she saying that she's trash too. She raised as trash. Like, she brought it up another level. I mean, people already love Stephanie Vaquera, so it's hard to go against that. Stephanie hasn't really done anything to take heel status out of that to make Liv look like the babyface. I think Liv's just had a better performance and is carrying the feud because she's that good. I think people may look at Stephanie like that just because she, pushed Liv into Roxanne Perez and caused that whole debacle, unfortunately. But I'm going to pick Liv Morgan to win, even though I'm a little scared and hesitant that Roxanne Perez might interfere in some type of way, or Raquel and make Stephanie Vaquer retain. But I think it's Liv Morgan's moment to win at WrestleMania, and I think this is her big moment with her big music video, or it's just going to be her big embarrassment, unfortunately, by Stephanie. I hope not.
I think that you're right. I think Liv Morgan's going to take the title. Stephanie Vaquer had a nice run.
Yes.
I really think that unless there is some sort of, I don't like the little awkward interaction with Raquel and Liv Morgan here, almost like sowed the seeds of doubt there. But I honestly think that Liv Morgan's going to take it. She could do more with the title, give a chase for somebody. And as much as I hate to say it, Stephanie Vaquer had her little time in the sun. It was a great title reign, all things considered, and I really think Liv Morgan's going to come away with this. You're welcome, Combat Jones. That's your gift on my birthday.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Liv Morgan is going to win. So
yeah, and then like you were saying, that could set up potentially AJ Lee versus Liv Morgan, the two Jersey girls against each other, which I think they could tell a good story. I think that that would be very smart. The psychology of it with AJ Lee and how she thinks and talks and stuff, and then Liv, the way she is and came up, and I think it would be a cool story they could do. There's so much more they can both do with other people, but myself included.
Yeah, so I don't know. I really hate that I'm saying it, but what better way than to have Liv Morgan win that I can actually watch her drop the title yet again? So that's going to make it really happy for me.
That's trouble, baby. Trouble. I sense some new, something new coming on with Liv Morgan with this music video, though. And the whole trouble theme, getting away from the Liv Morgan revenge tour type of persona thing. I sense a little bit of new persona coming with Liv Morgan. A little switch up.
Ooh, I hope they switch it up and just take her off TV. That'd be great.
No.
The main event of night one of WrestleMania. We have a story that's been building for 20 years now that really doesn't need any outside influence whatsoever in this build. The story wrote itself. We really don't need somebody else to be a mouthpiece to bring any other added drama or anything in it, but we did it anyway because this is TKO, baby. We have the challenger Randy Orton accompanied by Pat McAfee versus the WWE Undisputed Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and the added stipulation that nobody wants or nobody even cares about, that if Randy Orton does not win this match, then Pat McAfee will never be seen on WWE ever again.
Yeah, they didn't even mention it one more time after he said it, that they cared so much. Yeah. It's very interesting what happened with Jelly Roll and Randy and Cody and Pat talking a lot of shit, clapping back at Punk and his thing. Not much to say. I mean, at this point, it just sounds stupid. You're lowering the ticket prices for one night, and you're talking about Punk lowering the value, but you're just lowering the value now too. I don't get it, but of course, I got respect for Pat McAfee, because he's been great up until now with this whole insertion of him in this whole thing. But I can't be bad about it either. It makes it interesting. In the end, when Cody and Randy get in the ring, it's still going to be magic because they have that history. Unfortunately, we haven't got to have that told over time leading up to WrestleMania. But that also doesn't mean that this is going to be the last interaction between Cody and Randy like this. Like, this feud could go on. This could just be the beginning of something for them with this match and whatever happens with them also too. We really don't know, right? Because we're always going to get a WrestleMania backlash and then whatever after. So it's not like Cody or Randy can't challenge for the title again. And they can start talking about legacy, or they could go on with a new storyline if they don't get like how the people reacted to everything. And it is what it is. They got to get WrestleMania over with if that's the case. But I'm gonna pick Randy Orton, even though my gut is kind of telling me Cody Rhodes right now for some reason. And I'm actually rooting for Cody now. I was rooting for Randy. I was with you, but now I'm kind of rooting for Cody just because all the crap that Pat McAfee was talking. Like, I kind of want him to get his receipt and his get back. But if any time would be the time for Randy to win number 15, it seems like WrestleMania, and it seems obvious like it's going to happen. So,
Yeah, I agree. And I
Who
think
knows?
that they put the title back on Cody for Cody to be the one to give the 15 to Orton. Like I said, I don't think Pat McAfee should have been involved. But I also think that what Pat McAfee alluded to on his show, I think it kind of went over a lot of people's heads that maybe he's not the only one involved. And I still think the final boss is somewhere lurking in the background for this one. They're trying to build up something because WrestleMania tentatively is in Saudi Arabia next year. So they're going to have sow the seeds of The Rock maybe potentially coming back for that for a huge bag of money because his Hollywood career is failing. But
yeah. Pat talked a lot of shit on SmackDown, talking about all types of stuff, like I said. And he also, I believe, said on his show something about The Rock doesn't want to come back because he thinks it's shit, too, even though he's on the board of directors. So it kind of is. If he thinks it's shit, it might be his own shit at the end of the day. But
Pat was also live on IG or something one day talking about how he didn't know if he would ever return to wrestling, and 2 weeks later he's kicking Cody Rhodes in the nuts on SmackDown. So, a little bit of deception there, possibly. I can see him playing the game. Shout out Triple H. But yeah, I agree with you here. Randy Orton's going to win number 15. It's going to be awesome.
Let's just hope it doesn't happen like last year. Like same type of circumstances with Travis Scott. Same type of thing happens with Pat McAfee. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's Cody Rhodes. That's what they do.
Yep.
But also it's the little guy here is gonna have a complete meltdown. So I want to root for Cody because if he loses, then I'm gonna have to hear it all night. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm a Randy Orton guy. Cody Rhodes asked for this. He said he wanted Randy to hear the voices. He wanted the Viper. He got the Viper, and this is what you get when you fight the Viper. Randy Orton, number 15, baby. Let's go.
Wonder if we'll get some type of swerve on SmackDown going into Mania with this whole match and everything, or what they're going to do.
Jelly Roll's going to get involved too, which is going to be a must-see TV. Everybody's going to want to tune in for that one. I'm sure that's going to have a great response from the IWC. So,
what if Cody comes out to WrestleMania 42 with his hair dyed back to black?
It won't happen, but I got you.
I don't know if I can do it anymore. I don't know if that's me. I don't know if I got it in for you anymore.
Shout out 7th grade lip sync contest, Back in Black. Here we go.
Yeah. But baby, WrestleMania Night 2.
For our 2nd year anniversary of Ringside Renaissance, WrestleMania 42, we're going to go to Night 2 of the 2nd year that WrestleMania is in Las Vegas. There's a lot of 2s here, and that's pointing to something. I'm a very numerical guy. The first match, one of the first matches on the hour pre-show, I believe they said it's going to kick off all of WrestleMania Night 2.
Yes,
we have the Beast, Brock Lesnar, versus the Ruler, Oba Femi. And I'm telling you this much, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, and Paul Heyman even said it in his little promo that he said or whatever, there is nobody that has captured the WWE audience as quickly, I think, and as as Oba Femi. Like, this is
in a
just
while. Besides
insane.
Danhausen, maybe.
In a long time.
Yeah.
And
Danhausen, too.
I don't know what it is, and then a lot of people were giving him slack, like Oba Femi can't cut a promo. He grabbed the mic and just laid it down on Raw. Like, he doesn't have to be over the top. He's just telling you exactly what it is. And matter of fact, like Gunther, I don't need a nuclear promo. I just need somebody to tell me exactly what it is and how it's going to be. And that's what Oba Femi does. And, he even the crowd even kind of threw him off a little bit, like when he was doing his promo, but he rebounded so well. He thought on his feet, rebounded, was hang on a second, really kind of stepped his ground. He didn't let the crowd lose him like
shut
Charlotte
the crowd
does.
Up. Yeah, shut the crowd up. Yep.
So I am a big Obafemi guy. There is no way on God's green earth that I will ever root for anybody besides I'll ever pick anybody besides Obafemi. Obafemi for the win. Strap a rocket to his back. He is a main eventer.
Yes, Obafemi. He's going to win. That's unanimous. Let's go. Oba. I am
Ruler.
Yes.
Now-
that's it.
Now, this 6-pack ladder match for the IC title. Man,
You made it
this is
seem like Rusev is going to win.
after Raw, man, he was taking on everybody and taking out everybody. But that's making it too obvious. We have the champion Penta defending against JD McDonough, Bouncy Javon Evans, Rey Mysterio,
Bouncy.
Dragon Lee, and Rusev.
I think they should have put Royce Keys in this match instead of Rusev.
Okay. If Royce Keys was in it, he would have had to have won it, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I guess he
Yeah.
doesn't have to, but everybody would have wanted him to. I'm looking at everybody on here, and I can potentially see like a feel-good moment with like Javon Evans winning the title at WrestleMania, almost like Zack Ryder, whoop, 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 did. But I think this is kind of just another feather in the cap for Penta to come out on top and retain his title at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If it's not him, it's going to be Javon Evans. But to go with one, I'm going to say Penta retains his title at WrestleMania.
I agree. I think it's going to be Penta. I'd like to see Javon Evans win, but I don't know where he would go from there, and it would maybe kind of turn into a U.S. title type of situation on SmackDown, which I don't know if is the best idea, which it already kind of is, but that's just a mid-card title at the end of the day. Ray winning would be interesting because that could potentially set up Dom coming back for Ray again, and then Dom getting the Intercontinental title back, but he's got his hands full anyways with Finn, so yeah, I don't know about that. I'm just gonna go Penta retaining, and Cero Mero means no fear in a ladder match. So yeah, why not?
Soy Penta, Cero Mero.
Yeah, I'll say
You
it
got that
about 10
charisma,
times.
baby.
Yeah. We know what it means. No fear.
And I'm going to
Thank
say
you,
he's
thank
going to
you.
retain this title because on the main card after the hour free of night 2, we have the first match on here, the United States Championship, Sami Zayn versus take it away.
Trick.
Take it
Whoop
away.
that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trip. Yeah,
What does he
I'm
wear?
gonna pull up in me lemon pepper steppers, baby. Yeah.
With
Lemon
Lil
pepper
Yachty?
steppers.
He's going to be with Lil Yachty, right?
Little Yachty coming out. Yeah. Little boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way possible
I'll
that
be
Trick Williams is going to win this.
all that fuck shit. Yeah. I got this thing on. Ain't no do unless I say so. Yeah.
I think that Trick Williams is winning the United States title here. I think that
too.
this is the reason and everybody was upset that Carmelo Hayes didn't win it. But I think that Carmelo Hayes chasing Trick for the United States title and winning it back, it means a lot more than him losing it to Trick here at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with Trick Williams over Sami Zayn.
I agree. Unless it somehow changes into a triple threat somehow on SmackDown. But I don't see that happening at this point. Just keep it the way it is. And it's going to push Sami over the edge even more, losing because it seems like he's in a tailspin with the promos he's been cutting and, not wanting to give opportunities out and so on and so forth. So I think that's adding to where his character is going and his story is going to end up going with whoever, I don't know, but to turn heel. Yeah. So Trick Williams, baby, is going to be his WrestleMania moment, and he has damn well earned it this year with the crowd, in the ring, with everybody, with every, showing up, making the appearances everywhere, everything he's done. Trick Willie has won the crowd over. They sing his song. One of the new NXT guys, been there kicking ass for a while, and Trick Williams, baby, the U.S. champion.
Now, the only women's match on night 2 is for the women's championship, I guess. We have the champion Jade Cargill with her baddies, Michin and B-Fab.
Baddies. Shoddy, shoddy, bad o'clock. Shoddy, shoddy, bad o'clock. Lord have mercy.
Versus Rhea Ripley and her bestie Io Sky. I think it'd be great for Jade Cargill as far as like a push in like making her over the top, retaining this title. But it's been almost 2 years since Rhea Ripley's been in the main event title scene. As far as being a champion goes, she's never won the women's championship. I don't believe, right? It was all world heavyweight championships. No, I think maybe her first title reign was. No, I think it was always the women's or the world championship.
So.
I think.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
But so I have to go with Rhea Ripley here. I just think it's her time. She's regardless of what you say, Rhea Ripley's the biggest star in the women's division as far as like the overall crowd goes. If not, if not all of wrestling right now. So I think it's her time to be back on top.
Now she gets the biggest reaction. She gets the biggest reactions from the crowd, and you want to put TKO, WWE. They want to put the championship on the big people. Rhea's the top one to do it as far as SmackDown and to carry that brand, and people would love that. And Jade can still chase it, I suppose, with the baddies, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes with Jade. But if Jade does win, I won't be surprised too, because she got all the help. But Rhea can kind of get over on that. But two powerhouses finally going at it. They've kind of kept them away from each other and inserted everybody else into the mix, whether it be Io Sky or the baddies B-Fab, and Michin. So it'll be interesting to finally see them square up and what they do with this type of match with Rhea and Jade, because they two baddies and they two powerhouses, brick houses. So if they go all out and put on one hell of a match, it's going to be impressive if they can reach their full potential with what's possible with them.
Man, I can't. I don't know. Maybe like Jade maybe needs a little bit of time off. I think let her cool down a little bit, come back. But I could also see her winning and retaining this and then having a chance for Bianca to come back. But at the end of the day, we've been wanting Bianca to come back for how long now? And it's like, is it going to happen? I know she's got a problem with her finger, but like,
yeah, it's got to be some time. I wouldn't even say anytime soon, probably at this point with what's seen this.
Rhea Ripley, it's your time, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this one. This is what I've been hoping for. This is besides Femi and Brock Lesnar, which I think is going to be a quick 5-minute match. It's not going to be a squash, but Femi is going to dominate. But this is the match I've been waiting for. Let them cook. We have Dirty Dominik Mysterio, the AAA Mega Champion, versus the returning Finn Balor. And I'm just going to say this and let you take the floor here. I don't really need to sugarcoat any of this. They're not bringing the demon back for the demon not to win. Finn Balor's winning this match.
Yeah, it's going to be great to see the utter despair and scared look on Dominik's face. He's going to be terrified when he sees the demon crawl down to the ring. He's not even going to hold himself together and know what to do. He's probably going to try to run out of the arena, and the Demon King's Prince is going to have to go chase him down and bring him back in or something like that. But I don't see Dom having any chance in hell. No chance in hell. And winning, unless he gets help somehow. But I don't think he's going to have anybody left to help him out after what's going on WrestleMania weekend with the rest of the Judgment Day. So we'll see. But Finn Balor, the Demon, he ain't losing. Fuck that. That's too easy. Like, yeah, that's like the most obvious one out of them all, I think. Yeah.
The only other thing, like I was thinking back too to the ladder match, and I don't want to be
great moment between Dom and Finn. That is great for both of them. Yeah, and to bring the demon out at WrestleMania too. That's very cool and it'll be a big deal.
Yeah, and I was thinking about like JD McDonough winning the ladder match just so Finn could beat him and get revenge on him and get the IC title. But I'm sticking with Penta because my ADHD is killing me. But yeah, Demon Finn Balor's going to win this match. Now, this is the match. Ready? If night one, it was Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer. If you thought Andrade was rocked up, bricked up, got his little boner hanging out of his tights last Sunday, you aren't going to want to see Combat Jones this Sunday at WrestleMania when the champion CM Punk, the World Heavyweight Champion, defends against Roman Reigns. I'm going to save my pick real quick. I know you want to have the last word because I understand your fandom. It's been a long time coming. He finally gets the true main event of WrestleMania. I understand how you're feeling about this. I'm going to let you take it away, but I'm going to say really quick. The promo.
You to address the promo too, and what
that's
you
what
thought
I'm getting
about
to
it from
right now.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting to. I'm going to say my piece and then let you say your piece because I know you're rocked right up for it. So, I liked this final face-to-face that they had. I liked how the vulnerability that CM Punk showed in this promo, and I liked how Roman Reigns didn't have to say very much here. CM Punk's voice, his talking is what's driving this feud. Roman Reigns is kind of a more actions speak louder than words. He used to have the advocate speak for him or the wise man speak for him. He doesn't really need that. I really think that who got to who more here? I think, that's like the question. I know you're going to hate this. I think CM Punk got to more because of him snapping than him apologizing. When have you ever heard CM Punk apologize for his words and not like come back with some tongue-in-cheek shit? Like he straight up apologized for words and was just like, whatever, very kind of humbled himself for that. And I think that's a tell. But at the end of the day, I heard that advertised for the Raw after WrestleMania, Roman Reigns is not on that advertisement. So
really interesting.
Yes, that's what I heard. And it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, if that's the case, I need to really kind of look at what the IWC is saying here and go, the hell with all of that. You know who's going to win this match? We're going to get the return to the island of relevancy from the tribal chief, the one. And everybody is going to acknowledge Roman Reigns. And you know what? When CM Punk is laying on his back, looking up at those lights and seeing that his World Heavyweight Championship is no longer around his waist, there is nothing left to do except for to acknowledge the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. But little side note here, my little bonus kind of wild card prediction is the Usos turn on Roman Reigns and join with CM Punk, and I'll let you take it away. So
well, first
you
off,
have the final word.
Let me start this off by just
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Yeah, I thought you made a great point about the vulnerability of CM Punk and Roman Reigns during that promo. It's been a very interesting lead up and build coming from the Royal Rumble and all the other history we've had with the Elimination Chambers or War Games, so on and so forth. But CM Punk has been putting out some very interesting hints too, I think, on social media to things, and he's been kind of showing a little bit other side of himself. But I think the vulnerability side is very interesting. In the crowd, I just want to say, I'm so sick of the what chants. Like,
agreed.
If I hate anything and I hate you, it's the people in the crowd that do the what chants, And CM Punk and Roman, I was very confused as Raw started with the promo from Roman Reigns, because he said that he's going to tell a truth about CM Punk. If CM Punk doesn't go out there and tell the truth for him, he's going to tell his truth. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm like, oh shit, what is he going to say tonight that we don't know? Right. And then Roman comes out and Punk comes out and he comes down from the crowd and says that Roman's put on a political smear campaign against CM.
Golden.
Yeah. Which he had some points in the little video vignette before about the Shield and all this and that, but I could disagree with a lot of it because that's all, politics behind the scenes. So, in regards to that, I guess Punk wasn't wrong, but I think we're overlooking something, and Punk did apologize, and he did show a lot of love towards Roman Reigns in a way of telling him why he hated him, and it was kind of to big up each other, and Roman did it too. I'll give Roman a lot of respect because this is the first time we've seen Roman kind of very humble in a way to tell Punk, and it's very, very respectful to put it over. We haven't heard Seth or anybody say about how, I wish when I'm gone for 10 years, people will chant my name. Because in reality, who have we ever had that happen with? Not even really Stone Cold, The Rock, or any of the giant stars. There's been anybody quite polarizing like CM Punk, where people will chant his name to even come back to another company and then come back to this one. So I think it's such a big moment, and for them to put each other over by still telling each other how they hated each other. But CM Punk, man, he's the king of mind games. Is he just playing this whole mind game this whole time? Since the beginning, he saw Raw start with this promo of how Roman's going to tell him his lies. Punk just went out there and completely disarmed Roman. He took all the momentum away from Roman Reigns that Roman thought he had, that he was going to have going into this promo, and all the fire and all the hate when he just went out there and apologized and showed him all this love. And I think it's just one big mind game, and he knows exactly what he's doing. And I think come Sunday night, CM Punk, just like he tweeted out, the devil will turn into the devil in the desert to do whatever it takes to win, to beat Roman Reigns, whether it's turn heel or do the most dastardly shit there is to walk away with the win or get the help from whoever he has to win. And in reality, I think this Punk needs to win more. I think he needs to win more, because I think this will cement CM Punk in this new era that he's come back, especially beating Roman Reigns in the main event finally, and it will seal the deal as CM Punk being the greatest of all time and the best in the world, and there will be no debate about it ever again. Nobody can talk any more shit ever again if CM Punk beats Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 42. And it's just that. And then I'm just going to be annoyed and pissed off if Roman wins, just because it's just part-time champion bullshit over and over. And I don't know. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Roman's fans. I'll get into that. I'm not going to go into that right now, but on our pre-show, I do have some hot takes and controversial topics and opinions to go over about Roman Reigns and his fan bases versus CM Punk and the fans in the crowd and how everybody's chanting for this. And yeah, I don't want to say more than that, but you might want to tune in for that because it's going to get interesting. I can't wait to hear the other people we have on their rebuttal and how they feel about it all. Not to mention yours. CM Punk, baby, for the title. Yeah.
And that was our WrestleMania predictions. Let us know your predictions in the comments. Now, I just want to ask really quick before we wrap this up. Now, I mentioned the Usos coming and helping CM Punk and turning on Roman Reigns. And like you said, CM Punk said, by any means necessary, I'm going to win I need this win. And also, remember when the Usos came out and they were upset, the only thing they said was they just wanted an apology from CM Punk. So was that apology not for Roman Reigns, but for the Usos? He came out and apologized publicly about the whole comments about Sika. He wasn't apologizing to Roman Reigns. He was apologizing publicly for the Usos to take his back. So I could see that happening as well, man.
It's just like the whole time he said all these nice things. I'm just thinking you really trust, and then you seen Roman put his guard down a little bit and be like, I wish, he did, he said what he had to say after, I'm going to walk out and new, but what else more could he say after that point? Like there's nothing else left to be said. There's nothing else he could say to one up Punk. Like he's figured it out, but like Jade to come out and then turn on Jimmy and get him out of there too. Possibly also, if you want to count in The Rock, that's a far cry, but it's possible. Who the hell knows with Saudi coming up next year, WrestleMania. So, but yeah, it's interesting. But what I thought the promo was very interesting, and like, is Punk doing a little rope-a-dope here, and or is it really Roman? Is Punk really in his feelings and really feels bad, and that's going to let his guard down and make him turn after losing? It's possible too, but I'll be annoyed and pissed off. But it's not all about me, even though it is. I don't give a goddamn. But
That's
shit.
right.
Yeah. Punk, baby. Best in the world. WrestleMania, Sunday, night 2. WrestleMania 42. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go. Happy 2-year anniversary to you, bro.
Yeah, happy 2
Shout
years.
out QR Kev, too, man.
Shout out QR Kev. Yeah.
That's his vision. This is my vision. And
Yeah.
This is my
Make sure you check
brainchild.
out the Screen Squad, the WAD Squad, and check out all the workout videos he's doing and putting in that work. We appreciate you making the vision. Unfortunately, we had to Braun Breaker your ass out of here, and it is what it is. But we hope you enjoy WrestleMania, and we appreciate everybody along the way from the first episode all the way to now, and any episode that's chimed in, came in the comments, liked, talk shit on Twitter. There's still a bunch of people I got to get back to that want to talk so much shit and just go back and forth. I ain't got time for it, but I ain't gonna get into it. But we appreciate the good, the bad, and the ugly of everything on in the IWC, and everybody instigating and coming along for the ride at the same time and showing love. And shout out to everybody we've done videos with too. Shout out to AJ Galante, the Trashers, all that. He's going to be on again soon. We're going to talk some more wrestling with him, and Sam's on Sam's, and Mikey, and Zeus, and all these other people, of course. Everybody out there. Adam hitting the turnbuckle, Strike Zone, Yankees, you know what it is. Yeah, Knicks, you know what it is. We in here in New York, baby. But thanks for everybody for riding along for 2 years, and we appreciate it. And make sure you hit the like button. It means a lot. And we hope y'all come join us Saturday night, 4 p.m. Eastern, for the WrestleMania pre-show live extravaganza, streaming on all platforms besides TikTok. But you can find it anywhere else. You'll find the links, and we'll be here, and we'll be ready. And of course, we are, as seen on Netflix, Busted Open Approved, the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. And we are rated RR for Ringside Renaissance. And that is the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world, very deadly Jesse. Yeah, and I'm Andrew Combat Jones. Yeah, click, clack. And you've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast, WrestleMania 42 predictions. Let's go. We are the best in the world.
Acknowledge us.
Or you are cursed.